Happy Tip Tuesday, golfers. Jake and I are back. And Jake, we're talking about the backswing. What are these sticks all about? What do we got set up here?
Oh, just a simple plane line and then a reference point for our takeaway. We're actually going to use this to talk a little bit about our backswing in two parts. So first of all, how the takeaway works, and then the second half of our backswing to break down what we're actually trying to do here.
Yeah, I think it's a great way for people to learn. You know, let's learn the proper takeaway, get that club to parallel to the ground, and then what does it do from there? And a lot of people do the takeaway properly, they misunderstand the rest of it. So there's a little bit of curvature to the arm swing. The arms are swinging up the chest more vertically. I think some people think it's one line all the way around them. They see those big loops, you know, and instead of understanding that's for the golf shaft, they think that's for the entire golf swing, swinging all the way around on one plane.
Yeah, your body and your arms are working in synchronization, but in different directions. So to create that giant tilted loop we're looking at, it just requires a little bit of a subtle difference between my arm swing and my body.
Yeah, so let's get to it here. I'll stand over this and I'll execute a good takeaway, a proper takeaway. I'll rotate my chest in plane as I swing my arms up, and people will see I'll get to this position right here. Great workstation, perfect spot, Jake. Now from here though, if I kept going on that same path, my arms would get quite a bit behind me. Now people may notice this tape. What have you done to me here, Jake?
Yeah, so by putting the piece of tape as a marker on the elbow and the hip, we can see that when the arms travel to around the body with the turn, that arm's going to get behind that hip. And that's problematic in terms of getting everything resynced in the downswing.
Well, I think you never want to let your arms get behind your trail hip, and it forces kind of an over-the-top move a little bit anyway. I think people try to get really flat in their backswings thinking they'll beat their slice, and it actually forces you to then move over the top,
It
right?
most certainly can, yeah.
So let me do it properly. So the second half of the swing, so if we assume the first part is to waist high, my second part is keeping my elbows together and swinging them up my chest. And how am I doing on the tape there now, Jake?
Yeah, it looks much better. You can see how this elbow is much more on or in front of the hip. And that's again because his body is doing the turning part, but as his arms swing up his chest, they stay connected to his body. So
yeah, the real secret and great thing about this is I'm connected, I'm supporting the club in the proper position. I like the structure here. And the other thing, Jake, is on the way down, my arms can move in front of my body and kind of beat my trailing hip, so my timing will be better. Love it. I love everything about thinking about the backswing in two parts. Let's work on that takeaway up that plane, that shaft plane line, and then keep those elbows together and let those arms swing up the chest a little bit, and you'll hit better golf shots. Thanks for watching, golfers. Like this tip, subscribe, and check out all of our other tips.